I am recording this with over 10 minutes left in the game. Titans Colts, Titans down 38-7, and it's almost dark out. It is not as bright as it looks on my phone. Credit to my phone for it looking like it's still kind of daytime. No, it is almost dark out right now, and well, recording in the dark is the next best thing behind recording right now with the paper bag over my head. Because the past couple weeks, being on vacation, you know, first of all, part of being on vacation, you don't let stuff like Titans being garbage get to you. But now, I'm back at home. I gotta go work the next day. I, I can't sit here and continue to try and close out the negatives, try and just push them away and forget about them. Because honestly, a game like today, divisional round or divisional road game, and I'm also watching the Bucks game. Bucks are destroying the Saints, and you know what the Saints did? They are same record as us, one win. They're going to be 1-7, just like us. And you know what they did to start this game? Their game? They came out swinging. They came out fighting. They came out like they had something to prove. And you know what we did? After the first drive, we were even though we only allowed 3 points, we were already unconscious on the ground with half of our teeth knocked out. That's what this team is right now. This team is so bad and so garbage, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that or again talk about how bad the game was. We can at this point, I mean, talking about the game is almost redundant. It's redundant at this point, because why? What's the point to talk about the game when it's just going to be another loss and talk about more things that are bad? Well, no. I'm here to talk about how a game like today, a game a day like today, that this team, we are oh so far away. This is so bad. It's so bad that it is legitimately hopeless. I'm at a point now where you can look at the positives and say, hey, Cam Ward, so far, at least from what I've watched, no turnovers, so maybe there's going to be one at some point, because like I said, I'm recording this before the game's even over. The game's not even over yet, so who knows? But I mean, Jim DK is getting better. Elikayo Manor was making plays and then stopped route, when he could have caught a ball, stopped running, dropped a couple passes, so that's not great, but you know what? It is what it is. At least he's shown something. He's the second best receiver on the team, so that counts for something, I guess. And then T'Vondre Sweat, he got another sack today. Good for him. That's 2 sacks in 2 weeks. He had problems getting sacks last year. Now he's got 2 in 2 weeks. He's coming back from injury, so good for him. But a day like today shows how far away we are. And it is hopeless. It honestly feels just about hopeless that this is not going to get better. After this year, I have no indicator to believe that this is going to get better. I mean, I'm confident in Cam that he will be our franchise quarterback of the future, so it sounds kind of backwards to say that and then say I don't have any hope that this is going to get better. But if we're being honest, I mean, what indicator is there? We got players with potential. Great. We have players with potential. What else do we have? Nothing. We have 0. We don't even have 0. We're in the negatives right now. We are in the negatives. We're probably about, in terms of being good, we're probably about, instead of being maybe 2 years, 3 years away, we're about maybe make it 5 or maybe 6. Like, that's how bad it is. Think about how many needs this team has. We need a whole new set of running backs. I mean, Tajay Spears has played better these past couple of weeks, but has he really justified being on the team next year? No. Tony Pollard's gone. Bye-bye. It was nice having you for 2 years. Fine. Wide receiver, after the year, Ridley's gone. He's going bye-bye. So we need a receiver. Need all new running backs. Tight end, could use some more depth because Chiga's gone. At least we got Gunnar Helm. He got his first touchdown today on National Tight Ends Day. Congratulations to him. So Really big needs: receiver, offensive line, or well, we'll get to offensive line in a second. But running back, wide receiver, defensive line. We need another edge rusher. At least that's promising. You get Ruben Bain next year out of Miami. That kid is probably going to be something special. I've watched a lot of Miami while I was up in Tennessee, and let me tell you something. Ruben Bain might be legit. You mix him with Femi Oladejo, Jeffrey Simmons, and Devondre Sweat. In a couple years' time, that could be a real strength for this team. If it comes together, it could be a real strength. But this is the Titans we're talking about. It's probably going to be one of the worst edge groups in the NFL, even 2 years from now. That's probably what's going to happen. Let's be real. But hey, maybe we can be a positive and be a little bit delusionally optimistic here. But other than that, corner, Roger McCreary is getting traded, guys. I mean, you would think that he wouldn't, but just when you think the Titans couldn't do something stupider, they're going to do something stupider. The bar was on the ground for a minute, and here come the Tennessee Titans marching with shovels to dig and make that bar even lower than it could possibly go. Like, man, we need so much stuff on this team. Like, even in a couple years, even if these next couple years we nail our drafts, we're not going to have depth. We're going to have good players with no depth. And guess what? This team doesn't know how to stay healthy all the time. While it's been better, I'll give it that. If a key player goes down, we're going to be screwed. Like, it's not going to change anything. Even if the roster's better, even if we have better players, it's the fact that we still need to build depth. We can't even do that. Because we're so far behind on getting quality players that actually play significant snaps on Sundays. We can't get guys that can just sit on the bench and when they come in, be competent. We can't even get that right now. That's going to be way far down the line. I mean, this team is so far from being good or even just being average, man. It's bad. And I was talking about it with my uncle, and he goes home tomorrow, back to Tennessee. The day this franchise went down the toilet was when we lost Cincinnati. We were talking about it, when did the dark times start? Well, you could talk about when they fired Mike Vrabel. No, going back to the A.J. Brown trade, a lot of people would say A.J. Brown trade. Sure, like that's definitely like a contender for that answer. But it's the day we lost to Cincinnati. It is the day that Ryan Tannehill threw 3 interceptions, had 9 sacks, and lost in Nashville. That was the day where it all died. That is the day the Titans were buried in their graves, and every other NFL team, Mike Vrabel, were pretty. The guy in the meme where he's standing next to a tombstone, he's like, pulling up the peace sign, smiling. That was the day that the Titans jumped into that grave and buried themselves in it. And meanwhile, when I talked about the bar being low, they're still digging. They're in the grave, but they're still digging right now as we speak. They're, instead of being 6 feet under, they're probably about 30. They're probably about 30 feet under right now. And I don't know. What left there is to say. I guess that, on a Shoemake Take level of things, for those of you that are Shoemake Take fans that listen to this, not just Titans fans, I want to talk about football for a living. I do. And this is definitely like my own fault, I guess. I mean, I'm a Titans fan. I'm never going to stop being a Titans fan. And this is going to sound immature, and I fully understand that. But being honest with myself, watching other football teams play and seeing their offense, be able to do the routine stuff, do the little stuff right, and make plays and just stay on schedule, just doing offense, just moving the ball, watching it happen week after week after week. And then I look at the Titans, and we struggle to get a first down. We can't even get first downs. We struggle at doing what every other NFL team makes look easy. The New York Jets scored 39 points today against the Bengals. 39 points. Are you serious right now? If we were to play the Jets right now, we would be smoked. If we were to play the Browns right now, we would get smoked. If we were to play the Saints right now, we would get smoked. We are going to finish this year 1-16 and be the third team in NFL history to lose 16 games in a regular season. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. We are going to be first overall pick in the draft. Probably, in theory, trade down to get more picks, although we're probably just going to end up taking a player at number 1 instead of getting more picks and doing more dysfunctional things like the dysfunctional organization continues to do. And I just remembered the offensive line. Well, we'll save that for the end because I don't want to deviate from the point I'm trying to make. Is that, watching these teams go week after week, doing basic offense, and then seeing the Titans struggle, it's depressing. It's really hard to watch football and seeing all the success, knowing that your team can't even do the bare minimum. It's hard. It is really, really hard to watch football and actually enjoy it when knowing that your team is so far away. When every other team is just happy and things are looking good and things are, at least there's some good things you can look at. And then we're Titans fans over here. I mean, we're literally sitting here talking about how Cam Ward's having one of the best games of his career, and he's not even completing 20 passes. He's probably broken 200 yards at this point now that I've been talking. Game's probably almost over now. It's probably 45-7 at this point. But it sucks. This really sucks. And I at this point, I mean, Cam Ward he's probably going to have one of the worst rookie seasons we've seen for a first overall pick in a minute. What did we do? At this point, what did we do to deserve this? As a Titans fan, what did I do to deserve this horrible, sorry excuse of a football team? At this point, screw the offensive line debate. At this point, there's nothing more. I can't even talk about it anymore. Why? What's the point? You would say offensive line's a need, but it's not because we've invested too many resources into it. What else are you going to add at this point that's going to fix it? Nothing. 2 top 11 picks, almost $100 million, and still garbage. Not as bad as last year, but still garbage. Offensive line should be at least average on paper, but oh no, we can't get that. I swear to God, if we could get average play, if we could just be average, I swear to God, I'd probably kiss the dirt and lick it. I'd probably go eat some dirt right now if the Titans were just average on offense. I would go eat dirt if it meant the Titans could be average on offense. I'm serious. There is dirt a foot behind me, and I would go take a big bite of it right now. That's how bad this is. And at this point, I'm just rambling. I've been rambling this entire thing. I don't know. I need to do a better job of probably being more coherent and being more, layered, tiered, more structured in these videos. But honestly, I'd rather just ramble. I'd rather just ramble and rant because that's just me being real. It's just me being real and just talking and just expressing my feelings as they are, as they're coming out. There's not much more I can say at this point. It is actually dark out now. You can barely see my face. And, well, maybe the next time I talk to you guys in a week, I will have a brown paper bag over my head. Maybe it's time of Halloween. Maybe I'll dress up as a Titans fan at work, wear a jersey, and then wear the brown paper bag over my head at work. That might be the move. I might be blending up a blizzard, and I'll be flipping it upside down with the bag over my head, telling people you have a great day. But that's it for me. That's all I got to say. Thanks you guys for watching. Tighten up, I guess. Bye.